Hello there, Tububers. How are you? Well, it's Philosophical Saturday because when I tried to film Philosophical Friday, all heavens broke loose. Yeah. There was a screaming parrot. There was, well, there was just everything. There was the screaming parrot, there were barking dogs, there was garbage collection, there was a husband, there was phone calls, there was just all kinds of things. And then my trusty homemade Archon mount broke. It was my own version that my husband had made me of an Archon mount out of pieces and bits. And yeah, all kinds of things. So I was out of my comfort zone. I was stretched and that kind of thing. So I was just like, you know what? This is not happening today. It's definitely not happening today. So, yeah, and the bird went walkabout, and the dogs tried to eat the bird, but the bird ate the dog. So then there was a, a dog with a nose that was it was kind of crazy around here. And then I was gonna go to a meeting, and my husband sat me down and said, "Look, I know you don't want to panic, and I'm against panicking too. I really am against panicking too." And I was looking to see what's over my shoulder, and it's my son. Doo-doo, there he is. Yeah. Squirrel. And at the same time, you have a compromised immune system. So he said to me, I'd really like you to take this thing seriously because I love you and I don't want to lose you. And I really want you to think about your travel plans and think about getting on a plane and think about things. I don't want to hear that. I want to believe that I can do anything I want to do as long as I take it slowly and take it calmly and keep doing what I, put one foot in front of the other. I don't want to hear that I have boundaries. I don't want to be uncomfortable. I read a meditation. What this was going to be about was I had read this meditation that said you only feel fear, doubt, and uncertainty when you're learning new things, when you're growing and changing, when you're reaching a new level, when your plateau is changing, when you're coming to a new place and in a new system, in a new part. You know what? That might be true. Because when you're stuck in a rut, you're content and you're comfortable and you're like, ooh, I got this managed. And we like to convince ourselves then that we're in control and we've got this managed and everything is great. And then we have to do things differently. We have to change. We have to do it another way. We have to pretend that we're not the ones in charge. We have to have a new routine. We have to get out of our schedule. And when that happens, when we have to learn how to edit a video, we have to learn how to do a voiceover, when we have to not do Philosophical Friday and do Philosophical Saturday instead. When we have to not go to our regular places, when we have to really realize that the United States is not isolated and the entire world is one big cruise ship, as one of my spiritual teachers says. Yeah, that's when we start to get uncomfortable. And that's when the world does silly things like buy a lot of toilet paper for a respiratory illness. I have no idea how that's going to stop you from getting the flu, because that's what the coronavirus is. That's what COVID-19 is. It's basically a flu. So it's not going to stop you. What's going to stop you is changing your routine. What it's going to stop you is, as an American, saying, wait a minute, maybe I do have to follow directions. Maybe I do have to follow somebody else's advice. Maybe I can't just be an American and do what I want to do. Maybe medical advice really is and the best thing to follow, and maybe I need to stay home. And wash your hands. Just wash your hands. I haven't washed my hands for years because I was a medical professional. So I did wash my hands. I washed my hands my whole life. I grew up in a medical family too. But wash your hands. Cover your mouth with your elbow. Get into a new routine. Stay home. Talk to your family. Be with yourself. It's new. It's different. It's gonna change our world. I'm hoping it changes it for the better. So now what I'm gonna do, motorcycles, that's new. That's new. So what I'm gonna do is sweep my porch and help my husband clean our bedroom, because here's a Florida thing. There is a lizard tail on one of our windowsills. Yeah, there's more information than you need. So I'm gonna go take care of that. I hope you have a phenomenal